Hey y'all, my name is Grayson and I'm a computer science major at UT. I joined Central Texas Model United Nations because I thought it was a great community to meet all sorts of people from different backgrounds, majors, everywhere, and it's such a great way to learn more about the world through international relations and government, and I think it's a great community of friends. If you're interested in, if you're a senior who's graduating and thinking about coming to the University of Texas, you should definitely consider joining Central Texas Model United Nations.
I joined CTMUN to be in an org that would help deepen my understanding of international relations and global issues, and I wanted to meet people who had that same curiosity, creativity, and enthusiasm for life and engaging with the current affairs of the world that I was interested in. And then I got into CTMUN for the international relations, but I stayed for the community and the friendships that I made.
I joined CTMUN because I did Model UN all throughout high school, and coming to CTMUN as a delegate multiple times, I got to know just what an amazing work it is and the great work that the people in CTMUN do for high schoolers throughout Texas. And I really wanted to give back and be a part of CTMUN. Last year I was a rapporteur in a GA committee and met a bunch of high school students that were really excited about the topic we were debating. My moderator was extremely knowledgeable and excited about our topic, which was, I believe, International Aviation Committee, talking about the 737 MAX, and that was just, not a traditional MUN topic, but it was fun. And this year I wanted to give more back, and I joined the OSG, and I'm USG of registration this year. And I think it's been a tremendous job dealing with high school sponsors and delegates that are interested in coming to CTMUN and being able to grow that CTMUN experience not only throughout Texas but throughout the United States. And it's been an incredible experience. I urge you to join CTMUN if you come to UT and be a part of this tremendous community of people that really care about changing the world and upholding diplomatic institutions that have helped the world be a better place. So I urge you to come and join us. Thank you for attending this conference.
Hello, my name is JD Carlton. I'm the Chief of Staff for CTMUN for 2020. I'm a biology major in the College of Natural Sciences, and I joined CTMUN after a long time of doing Model UN in high school. I have always thought that the value of interpersonal communication, of international awareness, and of global stewardship are important values for anyone endeavoring to hold any sort of position in today's world. With how interconnected everything is, to be isolated and ignorant of the world around you is not possible. And I hold that the values that we instill here at Model UN and at CTMUN particularly are valuable for all walks of life, even myself, a marine scientist, even though I look at going into environmental policy. I sincerely hope that all of you going forwards will find MUN and see it the same way I do, in the same positive light and with the same energy and drive to make the world a better place. If you do choose to come to UT, I really hope you consider joining Central Texas Model UN. It is a wonderful group of people with bold aspirations and bright minds. I couldn't have made a better decision when I came to UT. Hook 'em horns, and good luck.
Welcome back, delegates, and thank you all so much for a fantastic Central Texas Model United Nations experience over the past 3 days. You guys have put in so much hard work, given us so much patience as we work through technical difficulties, and have continued to push the standard as we maintain Central Texas Model UN's reputation as one of the best conferences in the country. I won't waste too much of your time because I know what we're all waiting for. So at this time, I'd like to pass it off to JD Carlton, our wonderful Chief of Staff, to introduce the standard awards. JD, take it away.
Good afternoon, delegates. Let me be one of the first to congratulate you on a conference well done. It has been my honor over the last year as Chief of Staff of Central Texas Model UN to see all of the staff and you delegates grow and progress. And with that, I have the esteemed honor of introducing the General Assembly Awards. All of these committees have worked exceptionally hard, and we thank you all for your efforts throughout the weekend. Hook 'em horns, and good luck.
Hi everyone, my name is Felipe, and for the past couple of days I had the honor of being the chair of UNESCO and watching delegates find the most incredible solutions to technological unemployment and to education to low-income families under times of COVID. Now, if I told you that for the past couple of days I heard that the coronavirus is a hoax and that every country should demilitarize the police, you would assume that our committees didn't go so well. But believe me when I tell you, it was incredible. Delegates were able to use those allegations and discussions to further their agenda and come up with amazing solutions and working papers that will put some governments to shame. I would like to thank my staff, Ali, Nikita, and Done, for being so active and for helping me literally every session. I could not have managed this without you guys. I'm isolated all the way here in Brazil, yet you guys, both staff and delegates, made me feel like I was back in Austin for a weekend, and I can never thank you enough for that. Now, onto awards. Our honorable mention goes to the independent delegate of Pakistan. Our outstanding delegate goes to the delegate of Argentina from the Texas Academy of Mathematics and Science. And our best delegate award goes to the delegate of Tanzania from the village. Congratulations to everyone, and I hope to see you again next year.
Hi, my name is Marian Hurtado, and I'm the chair for General Assembly Plenary. In the height of these unprecedented times, the GA Plenary discussed and acted upon the issues surrounding COVID-19, such as a lack of relief, the question of tourism, and the impending concerns about the economy. There was even a mention of a Corona app. The GA Plen passed 4 resolutions to mitigate the spread and impacts of COVID-19, and now I would like to announce the awards. Honorable mention goes to South Korea from Keystone High School. From Shadow Creek High School, outstanding delegate goes to Turkey. And lastly, from St. Andrews High School, congratulations, best delegate goes to North Korea. A huge thank you to every single delegate of the GA.
Luke, and I had the pleasure of being the chair of SpecPol for this conference. Throughout the weekend, we were tasked with finding the solutions to the political and military issues that come with the final frontier, space. I'm so impressed the way the delegates confronted these problems head-on, with a spirit of collaboration and ingenuity. While we can't give awards to everybody, I do want to commend everyone for their diplomatic talents and the way they confronted these problems as a group and with a true mind towards building solutions for the entire world. For honorable mention, we have China from Tompkins High School. For outstanding delegate, we have the Republic of Korea from Tompkins High School. And our best delegate in SpecPol was Senegal from the Village School. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jason Q, and I had the utmost honor of chairing the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, also known as UNCTAD. We discussed some of the most pressing issues today in trade and development, some of which hit very close to home for me as a supply chain management major, including corporate social responsibility and global supply chains and economic diversification and the resource curse. I'm so proud of the delegates and the many resolutions they passed addressing this wide variety of issues, including a 3-pronged strategy of tackling environmental issues, labor rights, and investments into local communities within the global supply chain. And now for everyone's favorite part, the awards. Honorable mention goes to Australia from Tompkins High School. Outstanding delegate goes to Germany from Caddo Parish Magnet High School. And lastly, best delegate goes to Brazil from Westlake High School. Once again, thank you all for making this such a memorable conference. And as always, hook 'em.
Okay guys, here are the awards for the OAS committee. For honorable mention, we have Brazil from William P. Clements High School. For our outstanding delegate, we have Peru 1 from the Village School. And for our best delegate, we have the Dominican Republic from Cato Magnet High School. Congratulations guys, you did amazing.
Hi, my name is Như and I am the chair for the UNICEF committee. This year we discussed the topic of child soldiers and child detainment around the world. During the conference, this body has passed 3 resolutions in order to rehabilitate, raise awareness, and enforce cooperation amongst nations around the use of child soldiers. All delegates were fully engaged in debates and in taking the positions of their country. This decision was extremely difficult to make. However, 3 delegates stood out to us as being the most articulate, diplomatic, and inclusive. And with that, the Honorable Mention Award goes to the delegation of Zambia from Clements High School. The Outstanding Delegate Award goes to the delegation of Egypt from the Village High School. And lastly, the Best Delegates Award goes to the delegation of Pakistan from Westlake High School. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, delegates. I hope you had a phenomenal conference experience and got to see some of the incredible work that our crisis staff and directors have put in over the past few months. We here at CTMUN pride ourselves immensely on our crisis committees, and we look forward to seeing you at our crisis-only conference in the spring. With that, without further ado, here are the Crisis Committee Awards for Fall 2020 Conference of Central Texas Model UN.
Hi, I'm Jake Costello. I was the Crisis Director for Wars of the Diadochi Crisis Committee. I'd like to say that I had a fantastic time, and I hope my delegates did as well. They made some very inventive and interesting decisions, to say the least. Now on to what we're all waiting for, the awards. For honorable mention, we have the delegate from Tompkins High School, Roxanne. For outstanding delegate, we have Seleucus, also from Tompkins High School. And finally, for best delegate, we have Ptolemy/Antigonus from the Village. Thank you, everyone, and it was a lovely conference.
Hello, my name is Alyssa Caver, and I'm the Crisis Director for the Continental Congress Committee. We had an incredible time this conference. We declared independence from the British. We formed a provisional government. We got help from the French, and we even played a short game of Among Us, just to keep things relevant. We had some incredible delegates in our committee, and I want to thank, first of all my delegates for being so involved and participatory in the process of declaring independence and forming a provisional government and being involved in our democracy. And I want to thank 3 delegates in particular that I thought did an incredible job, and those are going to be, for honorable mention, Felix Chen from Westlake High School. For outstanding delegate, Varun Agarwal from the Village School. And for best delegate, Amy He from Bel Air High School. And of course, I want to thank my beautiful staff, and I hope you all have a great day.
My lords and ladies, the anarchy surely earned its name. There was naught but deceit and war, and a sermon here and there, but I digress. And while many committees were able to leave the world in a better place than they found it, ours was uncertain at best. Truthfully, choosing awards for this committee was incredibly difficult. Everyone was wonderful, creative, and truly invested themselves into the medieval setting. And as a crisis director, I couldn't have asked for a better group. So without further ado, here are the awards. Honorable delegate goes to Molly Sparrow as Prince William Fitzstephen. Outstanding delegate goes to St. Henry de Bois from Westlake High School. And best delegate goes to the independent delegate Edward Erickson, who plays Geoffrey Plantagenet, Comte d'Anjou. Thank you.
It is I, the King of Afghanistan. Delegates, we've been through a lot together. A coup, a bombing, war scares, nuanced discussions of a new government type, and questions of international diplomacy. And through it all, you put Afghanistan first, thought of your countrymen, collaborated, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you as I look on from the afterlife. Without further ado, we have some awards to give out. The honorable mention goes to Mohammed Duad Khan of Cato High School. Outstanding delegate goes to Hafizullah Amin from Reagan High School. And finally, best delegate goes to Abdul Karim Mustagni from Meridian High School. Thank you all for taking part in the crisis in Kabul, and have a wonderful day.
Hi, my name is Myra Stade, and I am the Crisis Director for the Global Press Committee. And before I announce the winners, I first want to say how much of a unique experience it was reading all the articles, talking to the reporters about what they saw, what they heard, what they discussed with the other delegates within the global simulation, and then also communicating with the other crisis staffers and the crisis directors about what the next move was. And it really made the global press feel like the link between all of the committees within the global simulation. With that being said, awards were given, and even though it was a very, very difficult decision, because all of these reporters were amazing, just amazing. So that being said, for honorable mention, we chose the Daily Abroad from Tompkins High School. They really took the role as a reporter and lied a little bit, but it's okay. We love that. So Daily Abroad, you have received honorable mention. And then for our outstanding delegate, the Azadi from Emory Weiner, I never saw them not doing something, you know. I always saw them interviewing. I always saw them writing an article, going to global summits, and always being super active within the global simulation and as being a reporter. And it was just very, very fun watching them work. So the reporter from the Azadi, you have received the Outstanding Delegate Award. And then for our best delegate, it's the Washington Street Journal from Clemens. She really adorned the role as a reporter, reported on literally everything that was going on, had the most articles released, had the most breaking news released, everything very well written out and well thought out, really good communication, and overall just an outstanding reporter. And that's all the awards. It was very fun being a crisis director, and I'm so happy I did the global press, and I encourage you guys to keep writing, keep reporting on the stories, and just making the world more aware about what's going on around the world. Thank you so much, and have a good day.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Barton and I was the Crisis Director for the United States Senate Committee within the Global Simulation at the Fall 2020 CTMUN Conference. I'll be presenting awards today, and we'll begin with honorable mention. The honorable mention for this committee is going to be Winston Prouty of Reagan High School. Next, we'll do outstanding delegate. The outstanding delegate of this committee is going to be John Tower from St. Mark's High School. Finally, we'll announce best delegate, which is J. William Fulbright of St. Mary's Hall. I was astoundingly impressed with the perseverance and dedication y'all showed in the committee, especially within the digital format. And I really appreciate you participating in our conference.
Hi all, my name is Alicia and I'm the Crisis Director for the Bangladesh Awami League Committee. I'd first like to say that this was one of the most fun committees I've gotten the chance to Crisis Direct for. Both delegates and staff really blew all of my expectations away. Y'all were incredible and the topic was super near and dear to my heart. We had an amazing committee with peace talks between East and West Pakistan, spies, and even natural disasters. So without further ado, I'd like to announce the awards. Honorable mention goes to Muhammad Atul Goni Osmani from the Village School. Outstanding delegate goes to William Oderland from TAMS. And best delegate goes to Sheikh Mujibur Rahman from Tompkins. So thank you guys so much for all of your hard work, and as we like to say in Bangladesh, Joy Bangla!
Hi everybody, my name is Samia Imtiaz and I was the Crisis Director for the wonderful committee about the cabinet of Yahya Khan, in which we were a joint crisis with the Awami League, tackling the Bangladesh Liberation War. We had some great delegates this year, and for my last crisis committee, I couldn't have asked for anything better. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and announce the awards. For honorable mention, we have Z.A. Bhutto from Tompkins High School. For outstanding delegate, we have Archer Blood from Meridian School. And for best delegate, we have Rao Farman Ali from Clemens High School. Congratulations, delegates, and you've all done an amazing job. Thank you.
Hello, fellow CTMUN comrades. My name is Josh, and I'm the Crisis Director for the 24th Politburo of the USSR Committee. Over this weekend, we've discussed a multitude of issues and topics plaguing the Union at this time, including the industrialization of agriculture, an arms deal with Afghanistan, and we also witnessed the trial and assassination of a committee member. This was a very active committee, but several delegates stood out at the end. Honorable mention goes to Kirill Mazurov from Tompkins High School. Outstanding delegate goes to Dmitry Polyansky from Clemens High School. And best delegate goes to Alexander Shelepin from Tompkins High School. Again, I want to thank all of the delegates for all the hard work you put in this weekend and for an amazing conference. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Kira Agile, USG of Outreach and Development. It is now my honor to introduce the chairwoman of the board for this year's scholarship.
Good afternoon, delegates, advisors, and staff. My name is Alina Carnahan, and I am chair of the Central Texas Model United Nations Board of Directors. The role of the CTMUN board is to assist our staff and OSG in putting together a quality conference. I've been involved in CTMUN for 10 years now, and I have never seen anything like CTMUN we had this year due to the global pandemic. I want to congratulate and thank every single staff member and OSG member for all of their creativity, drive, and effort. I certainly saw it on the back end throughout this conference planning process, and I hope that every one of you saw it shining through the conference this weekend. I am here today to present the CTMUN Board of Directors Scholarship for 2020. This annual scholarship is given to one deserving senior put towards their college expenses. This crop of applicants this year was especially competitive, and I am so impressed with every single person who applied. Ultimately though, you do have to pick a winner. This year's winner is Kayla Frank of the Emory Weiner School. Congratulations, Kayla. Please reach out or have your advisor reach out to the USG registration, and we'll get everything sorted for you on the back end. I want to thank each and every one of our applicants, of our delegates, of our advisors, and our staff. This has been a challenging year for everyone, and I hope CTMUN brought a unique global perspective to your weekend and to the rest of your school career. Thank you.
Howdy, delegates. It is Ali again, the Chief of Crisis Committees, and it's great to see you all for one last time, because congratulations, we have made it to the end of our 26th annual Central Texas Model UN Fall Conference, and Lord, what a conference it has been. This has been a truly unique experience, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. Our staff have worked for months on end, from March till as I speak here today, to put together a conference worthy of your time and of your aspirations. You know, as I'm speaking to you right now, behind me outside the Student Activity Center, which is where we typically have conference, sitting socially distant and masked up on their laptops, are a lot of our crisis staff putting together their final crisis updates that you just experienced. And I could not be more thankful and appreciative and impressed by our staff, the largest in the history of our organization, who have really grasped and grappled with putting together this conference, which is why we are the first digital conference in the nation and the largest to date. And none of that happens without them. So wherever you are, whether someone can see you or not, please give a round of applause to our staff, who have just been phenomenal and have blown me away in producing the best committees I have seen in my 8 years at CTMUN, 4 as a delegate and 4 on the staff. But also, that doesn't happen without you as the delegates. The richness of your debate, the creativity that you showed in crisis committees has been unparalleled. And I don't mean that as a hyperbole in my time here. In a way that the challenges of the pandemic and the methods that we had to use brought out a lot more debate and a lot more content than we usually see, but also y'all as delegates really grappled with and took seriously the issues before you. So my deepest gratitude for you for making my last CTMUN conference the best that I have experienced in my time here at CTMUN. I want to end on a note that for 30 years, CTMUN has been guided by a mission and vision that believes at its heart that through providing you a perspective, a 3 days where you can be educated about an issue, about a period of history, to engage in diplomatic efforts, to engage in mutual discussion and teamwork, you're able to get insight on how the world works. And that isn't important as just, a fun 3 days. But look, this pandemic has showed a lot to us. But more than anything, it has exposed the fact that the world needs you, each and every one of you. We here at Model UN are familiar with all sorts of hosts of global problems, ranging from poverty to climate change, to issues of perennial conflict that have long plagued this world. But none of that changes without your bright minds. And the fact that you have already chose to engage with us here today shows us that you're not only willing, but able to tackle these important global issues. So, you are defined by the nobility of your aspirations. That means, dream big and have good dreams that are looking to change the world, because like I said, the world needs you and you cannot sit on the sidelines. As you enter college, be thinking about what are things that I can do to, move the baton forward. None of us are gonna, cure cancer and solve climate change on our own, but together, locked hand in hand, you can do that, and you don't have to be a government or international relations major to do that. I'm a government major, and a lot of our staff are, but about half of our staff are in engineering and computer science and biomedical, and they are just as committed to changing the world for the better. We each have our own pathway to do that. It's just on us to, take the initiative and get it done. As we say here at the University of Texas at Austin, and you've heard all throughout this conference, what starts here changes the world. So let's get to it, delegates. With that, the 26th annual CTMUN Fall Conference is now adjourned, and hook 'em horns, delegates, and I look forward to seeing you at our spring conference. Thank you.